What's up, cookies? Welcome back. And if you're new around here, my name is Carolyn Gray. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully I can make you stay. I talk about all things in and around fashion. We love a good old kiki and giggle because laughter is healing for the soul. And every Tuesday I take you guys on a weekly vlog with me where I am trotting around New York City as an unleashed adult in the wild. Chaotic, maybe, I don't know. In today's episode, we're actually doing an extension of my series that I do on TikTok and Instagram called The Buy List. We are discussing the Met Gala. Yes, this year's theme was Superfine, Tailoring Black Style. There's a lot of different things that go into this theme, tailoring menswear, which is the first time the Met Gala is actually focusing on menswear as a theme, and also Black culture. Black excellence. Amen. There is the term dandyism was also used a lot. Rebellion, expression of self, menswear, detail, tailoring, print, African history. There's a lot of things that go into this theme, many genres, many types of dandies, because as Colman Domingo shared a quote from George C. Wolfe, God created Black people and Black people created style. There are many versions of the dandy. There are many versions of menswear when it comes to Black culture, and the way that Black men and menswear use it as a sign of expression, rebellion, art, and to show up in the world to be considered more than just a stereotype, to really crush and leave people flabbergasted and foolish for their thinking or foolish for their oppression. I think this theme was one of the themes that I was most excited about. I just thought of so many things, so many different references. Dapper Dan, Spike Lee and Denzel in Zoot Suits, the 1920s with Duke Ellington, Langston Hughes, Black designers like Sergio Hudson, Christopher John Rogers, Bianca Saunders. There were so many things, Grace Wells Bonner. So today I want to talk about a few things. I want to discuss the looks, obviously, but I want to talk about not the fact of what we would shop from these looks. This is a very different conversation. We're talking about who ate, who understood the assignment, and who absolutely could have stayed home. Because some people just should have stayed home. But just want to do it with taste, a little bit of shade, and a sprinkle of justice for fashion, okay? Again, just to reiterate, the theme was Superfine, Tailoring Black Style, and it was the Blackest Met Gala yet. And also, this was the highest grossing Met Gala in the 77 years of the Met Gala's history, which is amazing. Again, Black excellence. I love what we do. When we are in the room, we come correct. You know what I'm saying? So that was really dope. And it's putting a spotlight on menswear, the Black cultural influence, the dandyism, being Black dandy and being celebrated on fashion's biggest night. This is our Super Bowl, honey. I literally felt like, oh my God, last night when I was running around until like 2 o'clock in the morning, I was like, oh my God, this is how guys feel when it's like Super Bowl Sunday and stuff. Wow, I love this for us. But let's tune in. Let's talk about it. There are 3 different categories. Basically, I'm going to highlight what I believe were the people who were best dressed, who understood the theme, that came correctly, that looked stunning, brought joy to us, and just there might be some that were a little bit lackluster, but I still want to put them in this category because it's deserving. You know, this was something I was definitely looking forward to. And I also feel that initial responses, and I'm glad that I slept on this and I'm able to make this video today, because my initial response to a lot of the looks were a little hard, were a little harsh, but also we have to understand that menswear is a very small scope. There's not too much depth when it comes to understanding and seeing menswear as much as we understand and see women's wear. There's so many levels to women's wear. There's so many opportunities that we highlight women's wear. Menswear is a little bit more linear, and I feel that there were a lot of commentaries that I've been seeing, and even my own, just mentally, just, you know, processing my thoughts. I'm like, dang, we're a little hard on this one because we just are never satisfied. We're never liking what we see. And I want to just put it out there. This best dress list is a culmination of people who just came correctly. And like I said, brought joy and just looked good. All right. the first person on my list was Keith Powers. Now, there are some people that could be on this list, but they're on a different list that were really great. So stay tuned. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Just let me get through my list, okay? But Keith Powers was dressed by Boss. I just felt like this look from head to toe, his hair, his grooming, the suiting, the length of the pants, even though it was dragging a bit, I felt like it was super intentional. He looked amazing. I think he looked stunning. This couple, who I don't know where they're from, forgive me if that is offensive, John Elkin and Lavinia Borromeo, they look amazing. I love this red coat on her. I don't know where they're from, but they came correctly. They said, okay, we understand the theme. We look tailored and super fine. Jennie from Blackpink. Now, I was really introduced to this group last night because many members of Blackpink was on the red carpet for different brands. But Jennie was actually dressed by Chanel. This is very stunning. This look was amazing. She looks beautiful. My only issue with her, though, when she was asked about her inspiration, the references, the reasoning behind her look, she really honed in on the history of Chanel, not so much tailoring Superfine black dandies and black culture, nothing. Like I think she kind of fumbled. Maybe she was nervous or overwhelmed, or really she just didn't do her homework on the history of this all. But I will give her her props. She looked damn good. She was one of the best dressed to me. Zendaya, styled by La Roche. Forgive me, I don't know what brand this is, but she looked amazing. The only thing that I have about this look, though, is La Roche's inspiration was Bianca Jagger, not necessarily anyone that was really focused in dandyism overall. But Bianca Jagger did like a very well-fitted suit and look. She was a great style icon during her time. I think Zendaya looks stunning. There was another person on the blue carpet that had a very similar look, and it was sad because her look was not as tailored to the T as Zendaya's, but Zendaya knocked it out the park with this, because to me it also was a little bit muted, a little subdued, a little bit more humble than she's done before. She was a co-chair last year, so I feel like she didn't want to overpower the carpet, but I think she did very tastefully with this look, partnering with La Roche. Evan Ross, the son of Diana Ross, I love his look. I think he's always very tailored. I think he always loves to have like a top coat on. He is one of the best dressed guys out there. I also feel like this family overall just dresses really well. I do have some comments on Tracy as well as Diana's look, but I felt like this look was so effortless for him. I don't think he actually worked with anyone in particular to get styled and dressed. He literally took this shit out of his closet and was like, Mom, we're going last minute. We've decided, throw this on. We're fine. We're good to go. I feel confident. As he should. He looks stunning. Now, Zoe Saldana is in Thom Browne. There are 2.7 million bugle beads on this one tuxedo dress. Do you see this bodice? Do you see this bow tie cascading in the back? The shoes alone, the hair, everything from head to toe, Zoe did amazingly. I also really feel like Thom Browne has a lot of say overall of how they're groomed when he's dressing certain people for his table. But I knew that Thom Browne was going to knock this out the park. He does it every year with every theme, and he is on theme with his looks, but he's always been super refined in his tailoring. That is his aesthetic. That is his branding. But Zoe looks amazing. This is actually one of my top 5. Jeremy O'Harris, not sure who dressed him, but he took it back to the Regency era. Give me Bridgerton Prince vibes. He looks beautiful. Is this a prop in his hand? No, I think it's a ring. Either way, looks really cool. But he brought that energy, brought the drama. He brought the era. And this is what I'm saying about different genres of the dandy. Black people made black style. It's been going on for centuries. So obviously he pulled it in, and I love the afro. Now, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. I feel like they've annoyed me in past Met Galas, but they did not annoy me this time because Dwayne was giving very much like 1940s dandy. And to be fair, I believe that Gabrielle is his accessory as the lady in the gown, very 40s Hollywood energy, her hair, accessories, the necklace, the train on her dress, the fit of her dress. It is tailor-made to you, to her, right? So I think she nailed it. And I don't think that she needed to have more of a menswear look because Dwayne had it. He did it. And I love his nails. I always love his nails. I love that Dwayne Wade does like designs and stuff on his nails. They're so cool. Moving on to Bad Bunny with his Spanglish speaking self. I love him. I think he's so cute. He's in Prada fall 2025. Did not necessarily need that big old bowler bag, did we? But he wanted to come correct and pull the whole look on for Prada. Love the gloves. Love the hat. And I love the little swoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Every single detail that he has going on here. 10 out of 10. Bad Bunny, you did amazing. You look good. Joey King in Miu Miu. Some people did not like this look. I said, but this is perfectly dandy. This is 1970s dandy. Now, I would have pulled her hair back tight. Love the makeup, but I love the mix of the prints here and everything going on. It's a lot of rebellion and I'm into it. And it's tailored really well on her. The fit is impeccable. Lupita to me, I don't know what it is about Lupita. She's forever a Disney princess in my mind. Like she always wears a pastel color. It's kind of annoying, but she looks nice. The encrusted eyebrows, girl, I love you. I think she did amazing. I love this look on her. She hit the theme, nail right on the head. Okay. Moving on to Amy Fine Collins, also in Tom Ford. Do you see this hat? Do you see that teacup looking hat? I love it. Do you see those shoes? Sorry for the background noise. Do you see those shoes? Do you see the coat? Do you see this coat? Tom Brown, every single time. All the people that he dressed, yes, basically just put them on my list. Sabrina Carpenter was one of the 2 Louis Vuitton looks that I actually liked and appreciated. Don't love her hair. Very Dolly Parton. Very not on theme. I didn't like this at all. But the actual outfit, she looks good. I think it's on point, on theme. I feel like her tan is a little splotchy. It's not about the tan. It's not about that. Moving on. I think she looks good though, but would have pulled the hair back. Now, Coco Jones, this is her first Met Gala. I think she did really well. Love the hair, love the outfit. Didn't need the necklace because the outfit screamed texture, bead, and royalty all on its own. That train was just enough, and the shoe was perfect. The details of this entire outfit, she did really well. And yeah, no notes except for you don't need a necklace all the time. You don't need certain pieces of jewelry when the outfit is so textured like this. Jodie Turner-Smith in Burberry. It's really giving me By the Bayou Voodoo Queen. I don't know. There's something very New Orleans about this look. It's very regal. The color is so rich. And also, Jodie is a stunner. Like, she dresses so well. She gets fashion. She understands fashion. She is fashion. She's very well dressed. This is a beautiful look on her. It's like that chocolate red that I think was just perfect for her skin tone and just overall appeal. Now, this is Doechie's first Met Gala also. Some of her pre-Met Gala looks were really connected to Andre Leon Talley, which I loved. She is definitely a cultural storyteller. She's a visionary. She's such a great creative. She sees things that we don't see. She's able to pull references. She does her thing. Now, this is one of the other Louis Vuitton looks that I really appreciated. Was not my complete favorite, I have to admit, but I love the afro. Love the afro. That was very rebellious for me. I kind of wish maybe that the bottoms were a full wide leg pant instead of a short. And I also wish that the jacket was split tuxedo tail, but I still like this look because it means something more than just the look. I don't love the cigar. And I don't like props. I don't think it's like sometimes you don't need to carry a bag on the red carpet. You don't need a prop either. Moving along to Walton Goggins, he's been getting a lot of work lately. I love his energy. He seems like a lot of fun. He does have some beef apparently with one of the White Lotus co-stars. But anyway, he's dressed in Tom Ford. He had a lot of fun last night. That baby was twirling on that blue carpet, okay? You couldn't tell him shit. But he looks so good. And I feel like he was having a lot of fun. I think this might be his first Met Gala. But obviously, this was one of those things that I was actually looking for. I wanted to see a deconstructed, tailored look. I wanted to see the seams bursted open. I wanted to see the muslin, something. And I knew a few people actually brought this to the forefront, and he did this really well. I think he looked really good. Now, Hunter, one name, wearing custom Prada. I really felt like this was, I don't know, something about this was giving Harlem Renaissance. I love this hat that she's wearing, the cummerbund, the tailoring, the high neck, everything about this look, even though it is just a simple black and white suit situation, it's the accessories and the extra attention to detail that really brought it together. Even the white gloves and not wearing them. Okay, so that's a prop that I understand. She's actually not wearing the gloves. She just has them in her hand just for the extra detail. That to me, beautiful story. I don't know the name of this model, but I do think that this look was very on theme. It actually is giving me American Gangster, I Want to Get Caught, Frank Lucas out there at the boxing fight, but with paisley. He still probably would have got caught wearing paisley, but no one does paisley as much anymore. I love a good paisley print. I feel like it's so rich. But yes, I think that this was really out there and fun. Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats. Now, here's the thing. I love the fact that their fits are coordinated, pinstripe. Love Swizzy's do-rag, very for the culture. Love Alicia's headpiece. I would have preferred just a little detail. Yes, it's best dress list, but I can give a little detail update here. She could have did a slim pant, and it still would have been amazing. But yeah, they ended up on my list as well. Now, Kerry Washington and Jonathan Simkai. Love this look. Very regal, very beautiful, feminine, but on theme with the menswear, tailor-made theme. I loved it. Love the sheer skirt. Love the backless moment of the blazer. She looked good. She looked real good. Mona Patel, this is her second attendance to the Met Gala. I think she also worked with Law Roach. Maybe she didn't. I don't think she worked with him this year, but she's in Tom Brown. The marketing reels and videos that she did around menswear for the Met Gala around this look as well, she knows how to market her looks. Like, she's a fashion girl, and I love that for her. I feel like she really just pops out for these types of moments. There were a lot more Bollywood stars on the blue carpet this year too, which was really cool. I love that. But Mona always she took my breath away. She looked stunning. Everything about it. I don't know the full details because I haven't seen it on Tom Brown's page yet about the details that went into her look, but they did amazingly with this. Keke Palmer's look was not my favorite, but it was on theme, and she just kind of made it a little bit more women's wear and feminine, but it was on theme. It was. I like it. Demi Moore, another Tom Brown moment. She is literally wearing a necktie. That piece around her head, neck, and shoulders is supposed to be the loop that you put around your neck on a necktie. I can't get over this look. I thought it was so smart. Again, Tom Brown being a visionary, being really animated, theatrical, but just like to the T tailored. Love it. But Demi also, she's a great dresser too. Has great fashion sense. Another person, obviously, Tom Brown is one of the leading designers for me for this particular Met Gala. He knocked it out the park with every person. Whoopi Goldberg. This is her steez. She's menswear. She's lots of black and white on any carpet, any show, any moment, any given day. She was like, Tom Brown thought that this would make me look stunning, and I am stunning. I look good. But I love this look too. Very on theme, obviously. And Willie Chaveria and Maluma, they were wearing zoot suits. These were the zoot suits I was looking forward to. These were definitely, I was hoping we would see a lot more zoot suits, but only a few people showed up. Willie, he knows what he's doing. He's an amazing designer. I love the turquoise with the pink and with the red. I love the color story. Maluma, I love the jacquard material and colors of his suit, and the fact that his hat had floral arrangement on it that matched the color that Willie was wearing. So it was very connected, very partnered. But Maluma and Willie, I love it. Very badass. Sergio Hudson, another designer that I really felt like brought amazing pieces to the blue carpet this year. He is tailoring. He is menswear for women. He is suiting. This is definitely his realm. He's not celebrated enough in his realm. Now, personally, I'm going to tell you, I am not his customer. I'm not someone who always wears head to toe suiting. I love a good trouser. I love a good blazer, separated mix. But the way that he does it, I'm not his focal customer, but I appreciate and understand his work through and through. I loved his look and this young man next to him, very colorful. We did see a lot of black and white, and I think that's another reason why people are like, I don't know if I love what's going on with this Met Gala. Menswear is a lot of black and white, but at least we have designers like Sergio that brought a little zest, color, and flair to the table. Lizzo usually pisses me off. She didn't this year. She's actually wearing Christian Siriano. That prop could get out of here, but her hair, makeup, the fit of the dress, the entire aesthetic, and it being feminine, she killed it. I love it. FKA Twigs is wearing Grace Wales Bonner. Not necessarily on theme, but she does look pretty. And again, she could have been like an accessory to a dandy in the 1920s. It's very flapper. I'm giving her a pass. I'm putting her on my list. Iman in this zoot suit jumpsuit with the hat with the feather. Amazing. Stunning. She looks so good. And then with the walking, the cane. Oh my gosh. So that kind of prop, her and Tiana Taylor both had a cane. A few other people had a cane, but it makes sense. This is a part of dandyism. That prop makes sense to me. Henry Golding, I'm putting on my list only because I do love the color of this suit. It looks a little wrinkled, but it was raining. I love that he has a little swoop de whoop right there at the top. I love the fact that the top of his shirt is a little unbuttoned, exposing like his necklace. The little details there, I think they're really good. And I also feel like he is a great dresser. His outfit for the screening of Another Simple Favor was really good. I actually feel like he should have actually worn that to the Met Gala. Whatever, moving along. Some people might come for me for this, and I said it last year when I was about to say it too. I like Kim Kardashian look. What can you do? I don't care. She looked good. So here's the thing. This is the immediate reference that I had in my head as soon as I saw her look, which is done by Chrome Hearts. The immediate thought I had was, oh my God, this is giving James Brown and the Isley Brothers street style. Look up the Isley Brothers street style or fashion overall. These guys were wearing crop tops, leather, and top hats in the middle of summer in the middle of New York City. When you see it, you will understand. It actually is on theme. You may not understand or realize it. And again, this is not for us to shop their looks. This is not for us to shop. This is just for us to see if they're meeting the mark with the theme. She actually hits the theme. And a lot of people actually don't realize that there's a lot of references for it. Janelle Monáe, also in Tom Brown. She's always in Tom Brown. This look was amazing. She pissed me off with her after party look. Why does she always have to free the nip in some way or free the titty? I just don't understand her and her theatrics. It's really annoying. And also, she's not on my good list because she butchered the hell out of her Michael Jackson tribute on the Grammys. Like, who booked her for that? Anyway, she looks great here though. I love this look. She stayed covered on the blue carpet. She actually took off this cape and exposed another look underneath, and both of the looks were amazing. Stefan Diggs, a big fashion guy. He's a fashion boy. I love to see it. He's actually wearing Bianca Saunders, a black designer. This look, it may not read well on photos, but in movement, I think it was a lot better. This is kind of giving me 1970s pimp. I'm not still dandy, but like it's a little pimpin', and I'm feeling it. I love the red shoe. It was a choice. It was a choice. It was a strong choice. And I feel like Stefan just he's not afraid to take a risk. And I love that him and Bianca Saunders connected to make this look. Kaytranada, I don't know who dressed him, but who cares? Do you see these ruffles? Do you see these ruffles? I love his music. I love this look. It's on point. I love the pant leg. I love the little chain that he's wearing on the side. I love the blue lens of his frames there. I think this look was 10 out of 10. He looks great. Really good look. Didn't stay long enough at the party last night to hear him spin, but whatever. I listened to it in the car. Quinta Brunson, she's dressed in Sergio Hudson. Again, this is what I'm talking about. This is Sergio's field. This is a beautiful gown, but turns menswear, turns suiting. And the next look too, Jennifer Raymond, Usher's wife, she's wearing Sergio Hudson too. She looks amazing. And she looks so confident, so poised, so beautiful. Usher was wearing Ralph Lauren. He's not on my best list because honestly, I feel like he just went to the RL mansion and picked out an outfit real quick and literally got back on the plane back to his tour. This was more so a moment for his wife, and I love that for her. She looks great in Sergio Hudson. Cardi B, loved the look. She was in Burberry. Loved the hair. Loved the hair. I love when she wears her hair like this. This is amazing. I love the color of this suit as well. I believe it is velvet, but I just love the amount of textures, the ruffles, and the brooch. She probably didn't need the earring, but whatever. And then Mother, Miss Lauryn Hill. I don't know who dressed. I don't know the designer of this. I was looking for it. Couldn't find it. Could have done without the Hermes bag, but love the fact that she was holding her fan because it is necessary. She looks amazing. Makeup done by MAC. I love this yellow on her. And I love the fact that she had a gentleman with her in a very nice suit holding her matching umbrella. Very dandy. Very dandy. I actually really love Jenna Ortega's look. And a lot of people are just like, oh, there were so many pretty dresses. Here's the thing. Tailoring, tailor-made, refined, superfine, the theme, keywords. If you zoom in on this dress, you will see that her dress is made out of measuring tape that tailors would use. I think it was very chic, very creative, and I loved it. Beautiful. Now, as much as I didn't really love the hair, Nicki Minaj by La Roche, I don't know who actually did the outfit, but La Roche styled her. She looks good. She does look good. She hit the theme on point. She looks amazing. It's just the hair that got on my nerves. Lakeith Stanfield, I called it. I knew it. I saw him at the Ferragamo and Bergdorf event the other day. He was wearing head to toe Ferragamo. I thought Tracy was also going to be styled by Ferragamo, but wasn't. I like this look overall, and I'm going to put it on my best dress because he hit the theme. I don't love how the cummerbund, the midsection is fitting him. I feel like it could have been a little bit more cinched considering that he did have this suited kind of caftan on, which I do think is paying homage to Andre Leon, obviously. But I would have liked to see a little bit more of a cinched waist on him. Okay, Doja Cat. Doja Cat really made me angry last year. She was not on theme. It was a wet t-shirt contest looking thing of her. She always just wants to get under people's skin. However, I do think that this is very dandy. It is tailored. It is fun. It is rebellious. I even love the hair. Here's the thing about her look, though. It's by Marc Jacobs. Love him. She, when asked about her inspiration and connection to the theme, she made it all about the 80s, her album coming up, and just all about her. There was no reference to any dandyism, anything black culture, anything menswear. It was just, I love the 1980s. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. And yeah, my album's coming out. So like, I just wanted to celebrate me. I wanted to celebrate. It was very like, she's just, it. And that's the thing. When I see the term Superfine, I'm also looking for people to not fumble on their interviews. I'm also looking for people to be on point. And she just wasn't on point with her description as to why she wore what she wore. And I was really annoyed by that. But her look is good. Jeremy Pope on my best dress. He's actually wearing pieces from eBay. He's wearing, I believe, a 1990s Maison Margiela. This was something else that kind of spoke to the deconstruction of tailoring that I really was looking forward to. I think he looks amazing. Love his finger waves and swoop de whoop. His finger waves and swoop de whoop was the best on the blue carpet, I have to say. He always looks so ethereal. Zuri Hall, I love this look. To me, as a woman, like wanting to be feminine still with this theme, I feel like this was so playful, so fun and beautiful. It's like she was like a paper doll. I thought it was quirky and fun. Ego, she was one of the commentators on the blue carpet with Tiana Taylor that were interviewing people as they came into the gala. She is wearing Christopher John Rogers. Obviously, I'm putting her on my list because Christopher John Rogers, another designer who's really known for really amazing tailoring detail, and one of the few designers that were actually used throughout this Met Gala. This piece looks great on her. I think this is from one of his last collections. I don't think this is custom to her, but it still looks good on her. And this young man, this guy is a content creator, Kabi. He looks amazing. He's wearing boss. This is giving very quick from Harlem Nights energy. Love the watches placed on his vest. That's such a cute and fun detail. And I love the hat. I think he looks stunning. His skin looks good too. Really great grooming. And I love the shoes too. Really love the shoes. Okay, so Nick Jonas wearing Bianca Saunders, a black designer. I loved his look. It was very minimal. I do not like his wife's look. I don't understand it. I don't see how. It's giving Kentucky Derby. Hated the necklace with it, but Nick looks good. Madonna and Tom Ford. I wish it wasn't raining because the bottom of these pants are a bit too long and it got ruined in the rain, but it is very much on theme. Tom Ford by Heider Eckerman. Yeah, it is on point. It is what it is. Who else? Oh, Pauletta Washington, Denzel's wife, dressed by Christopher John Rogers. Where's Denzel, Pauletta? We love you too, though. But she looks stunning. Skin looks amazing. Hair looks amazing. And the suit that he put on her with the Margiela tabbies. Okay, ma'am. Looks really great. I'm going to put Paloma on my best dress list as well because there is some menswear detail and tailoring in it. I love the Ferragamo red time and time again. And I also love the fur sole that she's wearing on her arm. I think she looks very sleek and very beautiful. I knew she was going to get dressed by him too. Anouk and Tom Ford. I know there's a million plus beads on this one gown. I love how it ties in the front. I love this train. She looks amazing. Don't love the hair. I'm sorry. But the makeup, girl, yes. Love the blush. Who else? Taraji P. Henson, dressed by Monse. Loved. I actually really love this. She is definitely on theme here. Oh, Jonquel Jones from the New York Liberty, dressed by Sergio Hudson again. New York Times has her look as the most defying gravity because of her hair. I actually love her hair the most. I love her hair the most in this look, and good for her. I love the fact that they were invited and that they were dressed. I think Christian was actually involved with these looks too, our friend Christian. And finally, Christian Latchman, the cover of Superfine, the Superfine book that is being sold at the Met Museum along with the exhibit. He is a new up-and-coming model, I believe from Atlanta. He looked amazing in the Grace Wills Bonner suit that they put him in for the cover of the book. And this look as well, 10 out of 10. That is my best dress list. I know it's pretty long and lengthy. I appreciate y'all staying on for this long. Let me try and get into the storytellers that I think were amazing really quickly, okay? Diana Ross was a last-minute decision to attend the Met Gala. She was not initially going. Her son and Tracy said, Ma, let's go. She pulled this outfit out the back of her closet, okay? What I love about her look, it's very also Harlem Nights to me, but it's not totally on theme. But here's the thing about her look. The train, her coat, it's a family tree. The names of her children and her grandchildren are all engraved onto this coat, and I actually love that. And I also love the fact that this was a last-minute move for her. She was not dressed or styled by anyone. She dressed herself. I told you, this family innately just knows how to dress. Tiana Taylor shut those steps down before it could even start. It is a major flex to be styled by Ruth E. Carter, who is the costume designer behind the likes of the Black Panther movies, a lot, if not all, the Spike Lee films, and many other films. Ruthie Carter is an amazing costume designer, and her and Tiana Taylor came together and created this look. I love the top hat, but I also love the do-rag a lot more. Love the Marc Jacobs boots, the pleated train, the color. It was very on brand, on point, on theme, and just spectacular. Who else? Okay, so Tracy Ellis Ross actually pissed me off when she first arrived because I was just like, what is this, Tracy? I was so annoyed by this look, but once I heard the story or her reasoning behind it, I said, oh, this is why she's my style icon, because she just can't do any wrong. So look, she is styled by and dressed by Marc Jacobs, and she really honed in on the dandy, rebellious nature of being a dandy, and she basically zoomed in on tailoring, but made it more cartoon, more of a quirky moment. She loves her pinks and her reds. She looks great in them. She also is wearing a hat by I'll put the milliner's name up, Steven something, but one of the designers that she loves the most, and was able to get a hat made by him, and she said that he placed it on her head. So the whole design, the approach, the story behind it, I was like, you know what? Okay, fine, you get a pass. I love this look now that I know what's going on with it. But basically, it's just exaggerated cartoon tailoring, and that to her is what dandy means. And it was pressed on the guests to really create an understanding of the theme and their interpretation for it. Sometimes people's interpretation are just so far gone, like Nicole Kidman, get out of here. Anyway, Zach Posen is a designer. He's an artiste. How he dressed Laura Harrier, one of my favorite looks. One of my top 5. She looks stunning. The vest, the sleeves, the wide leg, the textures, the sheer. It was just beautiful. Overall, I don't even know what their references were. I don't need to know. But the story of the images behind the look before they even got to the blue carpet is what got me. And it was all in the name of Gap. So I love that. He is doing the damn thing. Now, Io, she is dressed by Ferragamo, and she partnered with Maximilian on this look, where basically her references were her father and her grandfather, which I love, and I love the detail of this leather coat and the sleeve work on it, the red beading and the symbol that it created, the tailoring at the neck, the collar of the neck. I just thought that this was really refreshing, not your standard, but still tailored, still menswear, and still connected to her understanding of dandyism, her understanding of menswear and tailoring based on her family's history, which I love. Now, Colman Domingo was one person I was really looking forward to, because his looks for the Vogue Met issue, the looks that he was serving for any pre-Met Gala situations, the looks that he was wearing when he was helping curate the actual exhibit at the museum were all amazing. And I was like, this man is just going to get it. I'm going to put him on my best dressed storytellers list because of the story behind his look. Now, obviously, he is wearing a huge caftan like Andre Leon Talley. That is an honor to him and his history. Yes. Also, the color blue was a symbol of freedom for Black slaves, the Moors, all that. So he had a great story behind the colorway and the choices that he made with this. He's also dressed underneath that caftan by Maison Valentino, and it was on theme, it was on point, but it didn't give as much luster as I was looking for, honestly. But he did look amazing, and I think that just his overall connection to this particular Met Gala and the exhibit and how he's been working on it, it just kind of surpasses the look, and his story. The story behind his look is what really matters the most to me. Tessa Thompson in Tom Brown, always a winner. Tessa is an amazing fashion girl. I wish we saw more images of Tessa's day to day because her looks are so inspiring. I love the top hat. I love the hairstyle. I loved everything about the look, and especially the fan that she used. This is one of the props that are actually, to me, made sense on this blue carpet. She had an artist make a fan with Andre's image on it, and she toted it around like so. And I thought it was the cherry on top. It was paying homage to him. It was in memory of him and how he inspired this entire theme. And yeah, I thought she looked stunning. She's such a beautiful person in character and just overall being. I love her so much. The story behind Dapper Dan. He is Dandy. He is our Dandy. He is the underdog Dandy. He is our beacon. As much as Andre 3000 is, who is next too. But Dapper Dan, he took it back to Africa with his particular outfit. He is the theme. He is the theme, and he showed up. I hope that after this gala that certain people get re-invited time and time again. I think that Dapper Dan is one of those people that should be on the consistent invite list to the Met Gala. I think he looks stunning. He looks so happy. He brought Harlem on his back with him, and as he should. I love his energy, and he just feels so approachable. He is very approachable, actually. He is very approachable, and he looks sharp. He looked fun. Oh, so Andre 3000 dressed by Burberry and Law Roach with his piano on his back. Andre 3000 is Dandy. He is our Dandy with him with him being an outcast. Also, where was Big Boy? I just realized that Big Boy wasn't there. There was a few people not there. Steve Harvey wasn't there. Big Boy wasn't there. June Ambrose wasn't there. Steve Harvey's stylist wasn't there. Who else? Like, there was a lot of missing faces. Michael B. Jordan, where was he at? Because Ryan Coogler was there. Where was Michael B. at? I don't know. Anyway, Andre, he is just an piece of art, walking piece of art. Mentally, physically, everything. And I love this suit. And this, actually, I think they said that this suit was made out of the same material that they make the Burberry trench coats with. And there were embroidered umbrellas all over the suit. I don't really know what's in that garbage bag, but it's Andre 3000. It makes sense to him. It will make sense to us. Lewis Hamilton, also an amazing fashion guy that a lot of people don't understand or don't even realize of his existence. Get into it. He is dressed by Wales Bonner. Grace Wales Bonner did his look. And when I tell you the storytelling behind his look, I love. So there are seashells incorporated in his look, which are a symbolism of currency. He also used the ivory color as a sign of purity, and everything is rooted to Africa in his look. I think Grace Wales Bonner did amazing looks for the blue carpet, but I particularly love Lewis Hamilton's look. I think that he was severely connected to his look. He really loved it. He really thought about it and in comparison to some of the other co-chairs, I think him being a co-chair, he was the best dressed co-chair for the Met Gala. I said it. Yep. And there's that. So yeah, there was a lot of connection to it. And I don't really necessarily know the story behind Rihanna or the research or the connections for her, but damn it, the story with hers and why she's on Best Dressed Storytellers is because she revealed that she's pregnant, number one. Number two, she's in Marc Jacobs. It also kind of looks like she could be wearing Tom Brown, but whatever. But I love the hat. I love the coming out of the coat in a way. I'll show you on the side. But overall, Rihanna's look is she is a story. She's just a running story. She could do no wrong. And I knew she was pregnant because she wasn't showing up to a lot of things surrounding the lead up to the Met Gala. And I'm like, how's A$AP Rocky a co-chair, yo man, and you not showing up? Girl, you pregnant. You pregnant. You were hiding from us. So called it, knew it, love to see it. And yeah, that is my best dressed storytellers list. Let's go on to the list of people who could have just stayed their asses at home. I'm just going to be out there and honest with y'all. Some people really just missed the mark, and I kind of feel we're like What was the point? What does this mean? You know who really upset me? And I wonder if he was mad. I wonder if something was said to him. Because here's the thing. Pharrell Williams, you had 2 years. You knew about this theme. You were poached for this theme and to be a co-chair 2 years ago by Anna Wintour. You're wearing Louis Vuitton. You're wearing, I don't know, 100,000 pearls in this jacket, and it's supposed to be pinstripe, which you can see when you're looking at it close up or seeing it in movement. But really, it's very dry. It's very dull, the entire look. He looks annoyed. He looks mad. I don't understand what happened. It wasn't serving at all. I thought he was going to come out that bag looking nuts, okay, in a good way. And also his wife didn't look that great either. Like, it is tailored. There is some menswear aspects to it, but to me, it just was like tasteless. I don't know. It just didn't hit it for me. And him being a co-chair, I'm just like, what happened? Heidi Klum, she just looks like she just wasn't supposed to be. She looked like she's supposed to be somewhere else. I don't know what happened. Heidi, what are you doing here? I don't know. Mindy Kaling, looking like one of our forefathers. This did not really give me black dandy. It gave me slave master. And I'm going to leave it there. Edvin Thompson is actually the creative director behind the Philo. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. I feel bad about critiquing this look because he is a black designer. He did really great looks for the Met Gala Vogue issue, dressing Spike Lee and I think Anouk in his pieces. For some reason, this particular look just did not read well. It kind of looks cheap. Damn it. Alton Mason, what the hell? Why did you wear this? Looks crazy. You look ridiculous. I don't like this at all. This is like Pirates of the Caribbean meets Pimpin', and it's and a vampire suit. I don't know. There's so much going on in this look. I don't even know what to say. My words are confused because this look is confused. He should have stayed home. As much as I love Simone Biles, and I noticed she was like really nervous about her look, it did not hit the mark. It looks ill-fitting. It's a bit too short. It's a little cheesy. And her swoop-de-whoop is a little too low. Maybe it was the humidity that didn't serve her well, but she should have pinned it up. Overall, it just it wasn't a good look. It's not even fun. It's not cute. It just doesn't look like it fits her at all, which misses the theme of tailor-made to you. Her boyfriend, husband, fiance, whomever, Jonathan Owens, what is this fringe detail that we have on the tipsy? What is this white fur that he's wearing? I really feel like this was way too much. And then you had the nerve to wear a cane. This was not the look for a cane. Get out of here. As much as it pains me to say this too, Savannah James. Oh my God. And she was dressed by Hanifa. Here's the thing. If they didn't have that tan leather bodice there, I think the look would have been perfect. Or if the tan bodice was more of her skin tone or maybe a different texture. I don't know. The bodice just really took away from this entire look. And I also wish that the neck area was a little bit tighter to her neck. It just didn't hit the mark. It's not a hard no, go home, but it's like, damn, it didn't. I wish it did, but it didn't. Babyface and Laquan, another black designer, another goat in music. Babyface looks like he's drowning. He looks like a baby in this suit. He's drowning in it. And I feel like it was intentional, but it still doesn't read well. I thought at first he was wearing Tom Brown. It still would not have made a difference because the way that the pant is puddling, it's not in a way that actually looks cool. And I think the shoes that they chose were a little bit too small for the way that this bagged at the bottom of the pant leg. I wish it was a slimmer leg. Maybe it would have looked good, still being like an oversized look, but it just didn't hit the mark. Yo, ASAP being a co-chair and looking as fly as he has been on every single thing preluding to this Met Gala, he looked like he's a valet. He looked like he's going to a meeting to discuss the Met Gala at Condé Nast's office. He looks like a big flop in this look. Here's the thing. Love his hair. He braided his hair into a little swoop-de-whoop. Okay, one of the best swoop-de-whoops I've seen on the blue carpet. Great. But this outfit, what in the hell? What happened? This is another thing. I'm like, are you mad about something? Like, are you pissed? Did Anna say something to you? I'm just questioning. Like Pharrell, him, they just looked like they didn't really want to be there. And he designed his look. It wasn't a good look, babe. Try again. Love the Christian Louboutin shoes, but Now here's the thing. Please don't kill me for this. Serena's look did not hit it for me. Someone said it looks like you're about to take a nap on the blue carpet, and it does. The one thing I will say, her makeup looked good for once. All the Met Galas that she's been to, her makeup looked hard. It looked bad. This makeup was good, and at least there's that. At least there's that. Cynthia always just, this is not a wicked tour, okay? Go home. No. Just no. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Miley Cyrus and Aliyah. I don't care if you're wearing Aliyah. I don't care if you're wearing Cartier around your neck. This was not on theme by any means. Miley Cyrus, go home. Meg Thee Stallion in Michael Kors. Again, there was like this connection to Josephine Baker. A lot of people were referencing their looks from Hollywood 1940s stars, the Roaring Twenties, flapper era. This was not that. I appreciate the reference because it is Black culture, but it had nothing to do with the theme. She missed it. Michael Kors missed it. And I need him to not do interviews with Tiana Taylor and Ego again with Meg Thee Stallion. It's too much. Girl, no, like you're not that, Michael. Sit down. Sierra and Russell Wilson. Russell looked nice. Sierra, I don't know. It dry. Shakira, were you supposed to be here, babe? Because this isn't, what are you wearing? This has nothing to do with nothing. I think they just let her in because she showed up. Vera Wang, all right, she's doing well for her age. She looks angry and drunk. Do you see this wig? These sunglasses that she chooses to put on her face? She looks so out of place and just wrong. She looks bad. Just drunk and angry looking. And she's probably sober as hell. It's bad. I don't even understand it. Damn, I really wanted to love Shaboozie's look, but when he showed up in this look, I was like, go back home, Shaboozie. Go back home. Shaboozie, what are you doing? Who styled him? Okay, so Sha'Carri Richardson wearing Valentino. She actually had a menswear look for her after party looks. She should have wore her after party look to the Met Gala for the actual theme. What the hell is this? This means nothing. This is just a pretty dress, and honestly, it's not even that pretty. It doesn't even look that good on her. She should have wore the suiting that she was wearing to the after party situations. That was such a bad move. Now, this lady, Natasha Poonawala, here's the thing. If she didn't have that dog neck piece on her neck, it would have hit because the print that she's wearing is native to Indian heritage. It really is aligned with dandyism. She would have looked good without it. There is an image without her wearing it, with her not wearing it. And that's how she should have came to the blue carpet because everybody got annoyed because of that big old neck thing. It killed the look. It went far left. It didn't really make sense. It looked bad. And I feel bad because a lot of people dogged her outfit. It would have looked good without that damn neck piece. Spike Lee, come to the front. What the hell? This is not a Knicks game, sir. This is the Met Gala. Where is your zoot suit? You looked perfectly amazing in your Vogue image, okay? What are you wearing? You're wearing sneakers? Spike? You gotta be kidding me. Why did you? Oh man, my battery died. Sorry, my battery died. But we were on Spike Lee, but we're gonna leave Spike Lee where we're at right now. But he really pissed me off. I was really looking forward to seeing him look spectacular in a beautiful suit. And this just, I know it's the playoffs, Spike, but like, we did not need this. Is that a Rimmel? Why do you have a bag on you? I also wanted to understand and enjoy Pamela Anderson's look with Tory Burch, but I don't. I don't. What is this? Amelia Gray. It's funny. My mother's name is Emilia Gray. But anyway, she's wearing a do-rag. Now, I know I said in one of my videos, I don't want to see white people wearing cornrows to this event. I should have also said, I don't want to see no white people wearing do-rags. This is a lace do-rag. I think this is Valentino. I'm annoyed with her. For some reason, I'm very much triggered by her look. I think it's too much. I think it's too much. It is on theme to a degree, but it's too much. Now, Stella McCartney, really I'm focusing on Mary J. Blige here. Number one, Mary J. Blige is wearing Stella McCartney. It looks ill-fitting. It looks too tight. She did a quick interview with Tiana Taylor and Ego, and she seemed so angry and was just harping on the fact that she doesn't consistently get invited to the Met Gala. And it was so fun because she kept bringing it up about some people don't invite me, some like they do, but they don't really want me here. Like just really talking about something that should have been a private conversation, not an interview being done on the Met Gala Vogue live stream, okay? Number two, Stella McCartney was actually like, actually, Mary, you have been invited several times, but you declined. And she was like, my publicist would have told me that I need to go, so I don't know about that. How are you arguing with the person that you are going there with, who invited you, who dressed you, who paid for your ticket to be there, and you were just harping on all this negativity and bringing it to this interview? I thought it was such a dark cloud. And honestly, for all that mouth work, your outfit didn't even look that good. So it's just like, you got to calm down and sit down. I really felt like that was not the place to have that conversation. It felt so heavy. It wasn't warranted. And also, I kind of felt like Tiana and Ego, they were trying to figure out a way to navigate from the conversation and like poking fun with Stella McCartney in the way that her name was pronounced at first in the wrong way. But it was just like, I love Stella McCartney's look, even though it's not on theme. But Mary just... there's like some anger that I don't know what it was. Pharrell, Mary, Ace, why people kind of come across a little upset about something or just like with a chip on their shoulder about something. I don't know. I don't like that. Also moving on, Preciously. Baby, where was you going when you put this outfit on? Were you supposed to be here? Halle Berry. Now, as much as I am the person that will fight for Halle Berry's and all her horrible hairstyles that y'all think are horrible, but I actually think are fun, I don't think she could dress. What is this? What is this? Kylie Jenner for Ferragamo. Anne Hathaway had like this BS story about why she dressed the way that she dressed. She's dressed by Carolina Herrera, West Gordon, creative director. And they were like, oh, we wanted to have a look where we would have Andre Leon Talley respond in a way where he gets so excited about my look and just the glamour, the excitement. He would have been preaching more about a famine of beauty when it came to her look. Now, Anne Hathaway's face card never declines. I don't know what kind of elixir she's drinking on, but the lady looked good, okay? But this outfit, to me, her and Nicole Kidman kind of just arrived like kind of like how Anna Wintour arrived. Like Anna Wintour is never on theme. She don't have to be on theme. She wear the same looking thing every year, okay? I feel like they kind of showed up like she did. You're not Anna, first of all. Second of all, these looks are blah. This has nothing to do with the theme. You look like you're just attending an event on the Upper East Side and someone's townhouse. I was really annoyed by her look. Who's this girl? Maya Hawke? Her and another girl are 1 year too late to a theme. This could have worked well. Actually, this couldn't have worked well at last year's Met Gala either. She looked very pale and just... what's going on? She has Prada shoes. Is this Prada? This is not a good look. This is not a good look. Those Prada shoes should have never been worn by this dress. The way that it's tucking at the bottom of the hem, it's just not a good look. Oh my gosh, she should have stayed home. I don't know who this young lady is. I don't know if she's actually like an A-list celebrity or I don't know anything about her. I feel bad. Jessica Cal, baby, you should have stayed home. What is this? This is last year's theme. The florals and stuff. This is a lot going on, baby. You should have just stayed home. At the end of the day, that is my list of who should have stayed home. I am a fan of menswear. I am a fan of dandyism. I am obviously a fan of Black culture. I love the fact that this was the theme this year. And like I said, menswear is it's a little bit more linear. It's not as robust as women's wear in the ways that you can take it and the avenues that you can take. But I do think that this was definitely a night to celebrate Black culture, Black dandyism, Black style, Black men, and how they use fashion as a form of expression. I think this was a night to honor Andre Leon Talley. I do think that there would have been many looks that he would have been very happy with. And I think with every Met Gala, there's going to be just this harsh criticism on what we want to expect, as if we would wear it and like shop and wear it. But that's not the reality. This is actually the interpretation of the person who had the opportunity to be invited, which is not that often for many people, as we have seen. I do think that like I said, there's people that should be invited time and time again, like Dapper Dan. I was surprised to not see June Ambrose, Big Boy, Steve Harvey, along with many other names that really exemplify the lifestyle or the term dandy and just love tailoring, right? I think maybe some people were on tour or working or whatever the case may be, but I was surprised to not see certain people. But I think that it is interesting to note that when you bring Black people into the conversation, especially when it comes to fashion, that is our first and foremost favorite expression, right? To use our favorite medium of art, and how we bring people together and bring things together. The fact that this was the highest grossing Met Gala in 77 years says a lot. It says a lot. They've also extended the time of the exhibit past the normal day. It's going to be up until the end of October, which is not normal, right? But because of the demand, because of the excitement around it, people really want to see. And I will say last year's Met Gala theme and the exhibit was stunning. It was it was beautiful, interactive. I loved it. I cannot wait to see this one in person either. I think that, they did well. They did well. I don't know if I covered this in this video, but really quick, the hot takes that I did have. Chef Kwame cooked for this event. I wonder what the attendees ate. The barricade did come down at one point. There was a stampede. I did speak on the Mary J. Blige moment. I also want to say that the top designers for me at this Met Gala were Grace Wells Bonner, Sergio Hudson, Zach Posen, even though I think he only just did one look, and Tom Brown knocked it out the park for me. My top 5 looks, or 10 looks, I don't know. I will say Tessa Thompson, Jodie Turner-Smith, Laura Harrier with Zach Posen, Keith Powers, Jenny, Zoe Saldana, Lewis Hamilton, and Bad Bunny were my absolute favorites. And yeah, that's it. Those are my tops. Those are my... Oh, and Iman. Iman was another one. Yes. Sorry, I didn't fit her in. Iman was my top. But anyway, I know this was a long episode, but I needed to cover, and I need to have different categories and different ways to approach these categories, because I do think that we kind of critique these things really harshly. And I'm glad that I didn't make this video last night more in the moment and I was able to sleep on it and really think about certain things. But I'm looking forward to the next Met Gala. I do think there were a lot of looks that I loved and enjoyed and brought joy for me. And this was something that was more in tune with my own aesthetic. I love androgyny. I love menswear. I love a good trouser. I love detail. I love tailoring and a good button up and button down. And this, to me, I felt really good about. I know a lot of people may not agree. I know we all have different takes, and that's the beauty of life. But I do think that take a step back and understand the full scope of all the guide and keywords that they were given in order to create the looks that they had. I appreciate y'all and y'all time. What do you think? What were your top 5s? What were your not top 5s? Comment below. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching and joining me. I love you, cookies. Bye.